All right. So can we just put these out maybe 2, 3 weeks so that
Mhm.
one, Miss Bartell, Miss Ebony, and Miss Vanessa don't have to like miss work or in the same month for the same issues. And two, so that we can make sure that anything that's outstanding can catch up so that we can get everything done.
Judge Mass, may I please have a word?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Vanessa.
I spoke earlier this morning to the victim advocate. I'm
Yes,
not for
ma'am.
sure she's on here.
She is.
Oh, okay. I know I wasn't there on the 29th when she had the other case,
Yes, ma'am.
but Sierra's not ready. She relapsed, and I'm going to have to give her tough love. She relapsed yesterday. She's been on it drinking all night. I haven't got any sleep. She called the police to my daughter who's keeping her son, taking him to school on to their house yesterday for a child welfare check claiming kidnapping because she was so intoxicated. I can't keep dividing my family trying to save Sierra. I signed a bond to get her out, thinking she had learned. She's intoxicated now, probably why she's not showing her face. And I'm aware that you gave her another time, but Sierra needs help. She's not a bad person.
I
She's not
got you.
a person, but she cannot keep relapsing. It's tearing my family. We're all divided.
Yes,
Not the
ma'am.
case. September 26th, I spoke to someone earlier today. I couldn't get a name because I was just so emotionally drained. No sleep because he had been up all night on it. And I'm so upset and disappointed because I signed the bond thinking she was ready. She's not ready. She's not a bad person. But I didn't want her on the streets homeless, but Sierra needs some mental help and some alcohol treatment help. I didn't even know. I'm realizing now. I found vodka bottles in the head and all that. She don't have a vehicle. I'm finding out DoorDash is sending her alcohol. Ebony, no, I'm not lying. Ebony, you know I'm not lying. And went to the point where it took me over the edge. And it was so ironic that I had to be here today. Is that she called the police to my daughter's Brandy and her husband's house. Brandy takes care of my grandson with her son about a year apart. She makes sure he's fed, he's bathed, he's clean, he go to school every day. He's happy. My grandson, I hate to say it, he's 6 years old.
Yes,
He told
ma'am.
me Mama is angry. Mama's been drinking. He don't want to be around Sierra. Sierra got mad yesterday because she was screaming and hollering and drunk. Take me to see my son. I didn't want him to see her intoxicated. It smelled like alcohol. She called the police to Brandy's house. Sent the police there for a welfare check, like my daughter did something to her son, who don't even want to be around her right now. So I'm saying it, and it's tough love. Sierra is not ready. I regret even signing a bond a couple of days to get her out. Sierra needs help. She's not a bad person, but I'm afraid she's gonna drink herself to death. You see all her charges, y'all see them. She's gonna run up not on family this time. Some stranger out there could really hurt her. Because I don't think Sierra realized what she's doing when she's drinking. And I'm telling y'all, I'm pleading. She needs help. And it's tearing my family apart. And more importantly, my grandson. My grandson don't even want to be around her. And that's the truth. And what she did yesterday to call the police to the house for the one place where this boy's been well taken care of, going to school every day, not missing school. He's happy. What she did was so low that I haven't even got any sleep. And I called this morning. I don't know who I spoke to, but I told him I wanted to speak to you. So I remember last time I was in court with you all and tell you Sierra's not ready. I'm sorry, but she's not ready. And I'm pleading for help. She's not ready. And everybody know I ain't lying. Now that thing on September the 26th, everybody, you know that shouldn't even been called. I mean, I told you when I left with the baby, I would wink my eye, like say you call the police, hopefully she could turn down and stop it. I didn't really want you to call for real.
Well, I had to because somebody had to take a stand against Sierra, and I'm
Yeah, but
tired of. I'm
Yeah,
tired of it.
but
Like,
still,
I
it
need,
didn't have to
I
be
just
no
need
So
y'all
we're
to
gonna
Right.
talk
do.
about the fact of the case, please.
Miss Ebony and Miss
Yes.
Vanessa. So Miss Ebony, you've observed this behavior also, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. And that's why I had to stand my ground, because they don't like to, like, they try to hide what's going on, and I'm tired of hiding it. You know, I wanted to go ahead
Yeah,
and
I
tell the truth.
I got you. This is why I talked to Miss Telfair, the way I did before, because Miss Telfair, like I said, the stigma is in not getting treatment. The stigma is in sitting behind closed doors. The stigma is in causing harm, psychological harm to your child because he has to see you like this. That's the bad stuff. The good stuff is seeking treatment. The good stuff is fighting the fight to get better. The good stuff is, your family is supportive of you. Everything I'm hearing now is not, we can't stand Sierra, we don't like her, she's a bad person. It is, we are frustrated, we are tired, we want better for her. And we want Sierra to realize that that if she keeps going down this road, it's not going to end well. And Miss Telfair, let me just tell you, every hard drinking alcoholic that I know, some I have loved deeply. I have a couple of uncles who just my heart, my favorite people in the world, but both of them died early because of alcohol, and they're not the only ones. And so I want you to know that, your family cares about you, even though it's hard for them to have to expose you in this way. They care enough to fight for you to fight. And it is tiring when you are supporting someone who has an issue, an addiction, because they have no control over the addiction. They know that the addiction controls you, but they have no control over the addiction. Okay. So we're going to move this calendar because I'm not even sure you are in the frame of mind where you are competent to agree to anything that your attorney would suggest at this time. Okay.
I don't think she'll even come on camera right now because she really not. She really
I see her. I'm looking at her.
Oh, she is.
She's on camera. So Miss, is she in the home with you, Miss Vanessa?
Yes, unfortunately, yes. Yeah.
All right. So Miss Telfair, remember that part of your sentence too was not to have any violent or harassing contact with family members. And it seems like that may already have been violated from Tuesday to today. Are you hearing me, Miss Telfair?
Ms. Telfair, if you could just acknowledge that you heard the judge. You don't have to agree.
She heard me. Ms. Telfair, we had a great conversation, but like I said, the last thing I want anybody who has an addiction to do is to lie to themselves. You can lie to me all day because I'm going to see through it. I see so clearly through people. That's why I knew that, you didn't just fall off fall into this. Something's triggering it. But the problem is when you lie to yourself and say, well, I'm not an addict, I can fix it, I'm good. Then what happens is when nobody's looking, your addiction comes back with full force, and then you're up all night drinking. All right. So I just want you to know that the actions that you take have far-reaching consequences. If your son sees you in this state, he will never forget it. That might be something that y'all can repair later, but you're going to have to do the work to do that. Otherwise, what you got is a kid who's going to remember his mom at her worst, when what he needs to see is her at her best. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move forward with catching up with that other case that's out there. We're going to look for any other cases that might be hanging out there. Please be mindful that you calling the police is, unless there's some serious danger to you or someone, near you, that's probably not the best thing for you. Because the police are probably going to arrest you as opposed to arresting somebody else. Are we clear?
It already happened before. She called the police on herself before.
Yeah, sure did.
So Ms. Telfair, I'm going to need you to, you can exit the hearing at this time. your probation officers will be given information regarding what happened today. And then we'll move forward from that point. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Vanessa and Ms. Ebony. I'm going to try and push out whatever hearing we have next far enough out to where you aren't like missing work or whatever you have to do to be here. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. And we're going to do the best we can to help Ms. Telfair. I don't believe she's a bad person. I just believe
she's not. She really
that
is
addiction, it has taken over.
not. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.